Welcome,
Hello.
welcome to Hiding with the Sand podcast. Got a special guest today, aka you. What's up, man? How you doing?
Doing good, man. Doing good. Can't complain.
hmm
Just finally settling in for the night. Why not get on and talk some Eagles football?
Yeah, especially now. I was trying to get you in before,
Yes.
um, and I was trying to. I didn't know if you were busy today because usually at podcasts, so I wanted to make sure I fix your schedule. I didn't want to, schedule and put your photo into the YouTube cover, without knowing if you were coming. You know what I'm saying? So.
No, definitely, man. If I can make it, I will be there.
mm-hmm.
100%.
But we got some Super Bowl talk in 2 weeks. We either gonna be Super Bowl champions or Super Bowl losers. One of those two is gonna happen. Hopefully
Yeah.
Super Bowl champions.
Ain't gonna be the second one.
Or Johannes said he's gonna fly up to Philadelphia if we win the Super Bowl.
Oh shit.
Yes.
Huh? I will be there as well. So
Mm-hmm. Hopefully I'll be there too. I want to definitely go down to Broad Street. Definitely. Say, what's up, Philly girl? How
I
you
want to
doing?
be in
Oh,
that
yeah,
parade.
Philly girl. I'm sure I got that right. Yep.
yeah, no, I missed 2017 due to work, and I'll be damned if I fucking miss this one.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, this team is great, man. We got
I can't
a
miss the
lot to
parade.
talk about.
No,
No, obviously you can't.
dude, you know how bad I felt just by missing the first one? Like I cried.
I
I
bet you
was
did.
so upset. I was so upset. I
Yeah,
told work, I
What's
said,
going
go
on,
ahead and
Phil?
fucking fire me. I don't give a shit. But then in the end of the day, I sat back and I was like, yeah, I do. I do.
so obviously, Ray Heineken uses his laptop, so if we need any stats or anything, he can put it up. You know what I'm saying? So he got his laptop. So anything we need to look
Yes,
up, we
sir.
got him. Yes, go. You know what I'm saying? Congrats on your Eagles making the Super Bowl. Y'all deserve it. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Ooh, thank you. I appreciate that. For sure.
Yes,
You know what I'm
sir.
saying? And if you didn't know, AK Eagle is one of the best Eagle content creators out here right now. There's a lot of them, but he's upcoming. Definitely go watch and enjoy his live streams, man. He brings so much content. You know what I'm saying? And listen, he brings passion, and he brings facts. And if you can't deal with the facts, well, you're gonna get destroyed because he brings facts, man. So it is what it is.
Yeah.
You know.
I'm probably
So
the most uncensored person on here as well. So
well,
if you don't like cursing, probably don't come to my channel.
that's two of us because I get copyrighted every time I use my intro on my YouTube. Say AK Eagle. Yep, he's in the building. Anyone going to the parade? I'm trying to go to the parade. I gotta hop the train because I'm from Levittown all the way to Philadelphia. So I gotta hop the train, but I'm trying to go, man. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be fun. But first of all, we gotta talk about the Super Bowl, man. Patrick Mahomes versus Jalen Hurts.
Yes.
What are y'all expecting? How do y'all think it's gonna go? First of all, let's talk about the 49ers game. Let's talk about the Eagles versus the 49ers game. An ass beating. Jalen Hurts
Yes.
scored the touchdown. Boston Scott scored a touchdown. And Kenny Gainwell has came on the last couple 2 games so far. He's looking really good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And
He's
I
led
like
in
him
each
as
of
a
those
number
games,
two.
by the way. He's
Yeah,
led in each of
he's
those
starting
games,
to.
by the way.
Yeah, I mean, dude, he's brought a lot of good runs lately, and I'm very impressed with his vision. You know what I'm saying? And him and Miles Sanders are a really good combo. Um, and yeah, this team is fun to watch. Got the best receiver in football, the best
By the
offensive
way,
line in football.
I,
Go ahead,
I want you to show the people the screen share, by the way.
we got it. Oh, yeah,
That's awesome.
it would be a good battle. See, I don't know why Nick Bosa makes those comments, man. Like, some point, just shut up. Just stop being butthurt. Just stop. Don't say you don't. Just not. Just say nothing. Say yeah, they beat us. They're a good team. Um, and that's it. Like, I hate when people do that.
You know what's
Just
funny about that?
go
He's
ahead.
lying. He's fucking lying. He's gonna be watching. He knows he's gonna be watching. Everyone watches the fucking Super Bowl, bro. He's lying.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
He's just in his feelings right there.
you know, him and his brother are going to be upset. I'm sure Eagle fans had fun with Joey Bosa harassing him in the parking lot. You know what I'm saying? Eagles will wear might not greens in the Super Bowl uniform. I wish they wear black, man. I like the green uniforms, but I really like black uniforms. I would look so good.
Nah, man, that's our alternate. We won our last ones in the home ones.
Oh man, but I would love to win them in all black.
For sure. Sure.
I would love to win it in all black. I ain't gonna lie, bro. That would be fucking dirty.
Why
I'm not
would
on
you
my
go
right
out and
either.
wear the alternates? It's the alternates, though. We save that
I
for
know,
our
but why
rivals.
not? I know, but why not? Oh, fuck that. Come on. Like I don't give a shit who it's against, man. They're dope. Like you can wear them every game but one, for Christ's sake. You know, like I really don't care. They're awesome, dude. That black helmet is sick with the black unis.
Yeah.
I would do it. I would do it. It's just me though. No one does it. That's why I would do it, because no one does do it.
Now,
Yeah, I
Big
Be
mean,
D,
original.
now Big D is saying that we can't wear black. Is that a rule?
We
I never
can't.
heard that rule. Never heard that rule.
Are you serious? You can't wear black unis in a Super Bowl? That's really a rule?
I think it's because it's the alternate.
So you're saying you can't wear an alternate uniform at all during the Super Bowl? That's stupid.
That's
That
dumb.
that
That's crazy.
I'm just saying. That might be a rule, but that is stupid.
Yeah. It is what it is, man. If we got to wear green to beat the Kansas City Chiefs, I was about to say the 49ers, but they're not playing the Super Bowl. It is what it is, you know. But
I wonder why
We
they
did it
made
to
that a
beat the
rule.
go ahead.
There's a reason for it. No, I said I just wonder why they made that a rule. There's obviously a reason for it. I just don't understand why.
Maybe they hate Philadelphia's black uniforms. You never know.
Well, we didn't have them till this year, so I mean,
I agree. It is a stupid rule, man. But we got
Yeah.
better things to talk about than uniforms, man. Hey, it is what they're gonna wear green. I would say wear the green pants at least. At least the green pants. You know what I'm saying? At least make it
Yes.
something.
We haven't done that in a long time.
Yeah, I mean, green pants, green uniform, maybe a green helmet, green cleats, green gloves, everything green. Why not? Make the whole city Philly green.
Yes, just like
can't
New
wait till
York.
Kelly Green comes back next
Yeah, I
year.
did see that. New York was lighting up green.
Because we own them bitches.
I can't wait till Kelly Green comes back next year.
Oh my
It's gonna
god,
be
I can't wait
fucking
either.
amazing.
AJ Brown gonna look so good in that Kelly Green, bro.
Jalen
Sorry,
Hurts is
man.
gonna look fucking good in that. What are you talking about?
Even
Devontae
Nick
Smith,
Sirianni.
Yo, I just listen. From what I read, an article where Jeffrey Lurie was like, "I'm gonna give it a try. I'm gonna see how fans react." And he's like, maybe in a few years it might actually come back to be full time. I think this is kind of like a trial run. But if he's smart, he would know that's probably the most popular Keller by any Eagle fan. Kelly Green is the OG of OGs. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So.
Hey, just
If it's
a reference. We don't talk about that dude. That dude is no longer on our tag.
who?
Yeah, this
Excuse
dude,
me, I
Rick
don't know.
Talon, be getting annoying, talking off subject of things.
We don't talk about
Like,
that dude.
I posted a video earlier about Fred Warner's girlfriend, and he was like, "Oh my God, you heard about the guy that was the rape allegations or whatever."
Who cares, man? Let him alone, bro. The more times you say it, the better he's gonna get more money. Let it go, bro.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk
What,
about
you
it. I
talking
wanna talk
about the guy
Eagles.
on our team?
Yes.
Yeah, that dude.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, he was a reserve player. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't have control over someone like that. I don't even think Howie really did either. Like, you know,
But Reaper's talking about EDP in the comment, bro.
Oh, well,
That's why I said
shit
I
happens, man. It was an ugly thing. It shouldn't have happened, but shit fucking happens. We don't have control over it. Some people are just fucking sick. You know what I mean? And
I don't want to talk about that dude, man. I want to keep
yeah.
it far away from my shit.
Yeah,
Let's
no, I
move on.
saw that and just kept scrolling today. It's not that it isn't important. It's just like, yeah, that's just not something I really want to even discuss right now with the
No.
situation we're in.
We
Like,
didn't waste your time to talk about that thing. We talked about Eagles, you know what I'm saying? So
I mean, if
let's
this
move.
was one of our starters, it'd be a different story. But this guy literally has no importance to our team whatsoever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but he wasn't talking about that. He was talking about this dude right over here, man. And he was talking about that dude. He was talking about that dude.
Anyways,
Man. It is what it is. I'm done. Anyway, back to Eagles talk. Yes, back to Eagles talk. How do you think our defense is going to handle their offense? Because everybody talk about Chris Jones. We do got the best offensive line of football. I know AK been talking about it for a while. He thinks that Pat Mahomes is going to be under arrest all game because he's going to press in his face. I want to hear where you're hiding. What do you think of his thoughts? I mean, what do you think of Pat Mahomes going against his defense? And definitely get your opinion, AK.
It's fine. I want to hear.
I honestly think Patrick Mahomes is going to do okay, not necessarily great or good, but just okay. I think he hasn't even played a defense that is ferocious. I said the same thing to the Giants fans and the Niners fans. These offenses are literally panicking every time they see Reddick in their face. Like, this is going to be something totally different. Patrick Mahomes. He's not going to get as much time as he did when he was facing off versus the Bengals. I'll tell you that much.
AK?
Well, listen, man, all I've been hearing this whole week is, we've never faced anyone like Pat Mahomes. And I said it on my live yesterday, and I will always say it until I'm blue in the face. 78 fucking sacks. Pat Mahomes has not faced a defense like ours, just like we haven't faced him. The only difference is Pat Mahomes and Kels are two people. We have everyone. In fact, that's why people do hate us, because we are the most well-rounded roster. Like, now listen, for 49ers, Bosa couldn't do shit. There ain't nobody on that line I'm scared of.
It's really funny that you mentioned Bosa, because all the 49ers fans would talk about on that defense was mainly Bosa. I'm like, it takes more than Bosa guys to stop us. And look what happened.
It's the same scenario, bro, with the Kansas City Chiefs. They sit there and they state, oh, well, Clark, or not Clark, but Jones has 15 and a half. You're right, he does. But you know what? Bosa had 18 and a half. And the next person to Bosa had 5 sacks. You know who has the most sacks after?
Great player.
What?
He's playing something in the background there. Come on, bro.
Do you know who has the second most sacks on Kansas City? And how many it is? It's 6. So you're pretty much walking into the same fucking situation San Francisco had.
Wow.
Yeah, you had one dominant pass rusher, and then the rest were just eh. And that's exactly what it is. Our linebackers match up. They're pretty much, I think, out of our defenses, our linebacking core and their linebacking core, because I respect Nick Bolton. He's a very good young up and coming linebacker, but I think that's the toss up right there between our teams. If you want to put, what's both our weak points, our linebacker is both our weak points, but we got them beating corner, we got them beating safety, we got them beating D line, we got them beating O line, got them beating wide receiver, got them beating halfback. Don't have them beat at tight end and QB. That's the only 2 positions, bro. And you need more than that to beat us.
Yeah, don't they got 2 rookie corners starting against AJ and Devontae?
They got Sneed and
McDuffie
and One other person. I don't even know who it is.
Yeah,
That's how much it matters.
You want to look that up real quick for me, please?
Not that it matters, but
Not that it matters, but you know what I'm saying. But I mean, like I said, man, they're a good football team. You don't get to a Super Bowl if you're not a good football team. So I'm not going to discredit them. But I feel like our team is way better than a lot of teams. You know, like I keep on saying this, how do you want to lose? Because I keep on saying pick your poison. You want to get ran on, or you want to get thrown on, because one of those two is going to happen. Or you want to get Jalen Hurts killing you in just using his feet in general, using his legs as a mobile quarterback that just can escape out the pocket. I mean, how do you want to lose? The Philadelphia Eagles got so many different ways. They got so many different ways of killing you. That's why I feel like we can win in so many different ways, where there's only some teams who only know how to win one way. In Kansas City, I mean, they don't really run that much. I mean, they can run. They got what's his name? Pizarro? Whatever his name is.
it's Pikachu. Come on now.
Pikachu?
That name is going to stick. I'm making that name fucking stick. He is Pikachu, bro.
He better not be Pikachu in the Super Bowl, man.
He's going to run out of lightning.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you. Perfect. Well said, sir. Pikachu is going to run out of lightning in this game.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, man, they got some young players. You know, they got Willie Gage Jr. You know, he's a veteran, I believe. They got Frank Clark, but I think we got a better football team up front. You know, I think we got a good offensive line, one of the best offensive line in football. Got the best defensive line in football, in my opinion. We got the best quarterback in football, in my opinion. We got the best receiving core, in my opinion, in football. And I think we got the best cornerback duel between Darius Slay, Bradbury, and Maddox. And Charles Gordon is the best safety, hands down. Still has more interception than any other safety right now. This is how I feel.
He missed half the season.
Huh?
And he missed half the season.
For sure. You know, I feel like that this team is just better overall, you know? And that's, I mean, like I said, you know, like you said, it's not being cocky, it's being confident. You know, I talked to you yesterday, and I said, you know, I feel like our team is much better. Much better. Than,
you want us to shut up, then beat us.
Yeah.
That simple.
You know,
listen, I said it yesterday, bro. I said it yesterday. My prediction for this game is 34-17. I've given you 17 points because of Pat Mahomes. That is why you get 17. No other team has gotten even 10 on us in the postseason. They've only got 7. We've given up 14 points total. I'm giving you 17 out of the respect for your quarterback because I know he's good. But he ain't that fucking good. And he ain't got the weapons to be that good. If you had Tyreek Hill still, that might be a different story at this moment. I might give you a little bit more of an edge, but you don't have that.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of right here. Patrick Mahomes is the Tom Brady wannabe. I don't know if he's wannabe Tom Brady. I feel like he just a good quarterback, you know. But he needs weapons. He needs an offensive line. I think it tries to make him like he's Tom Brady, and he's really not.
How much you want to bet that we're going to be looking back on those blueprints from Super Bowl 54, where they went up against Tom Brady in that Super Bowl? They just brought 4-man fronts. That's about it. Hardly ever blitz. Had the linebackers cover everywhere. You know, that's the blueprint to beat Patrick Mahomes. I want us to get home with just 4 guys.
Yeah, but that's why we're not facing.
Go ahead. That's why we're not facing the Bengals, though. Because the Bengals did exactly what you're talking about. The only difference between us and the Bengals is their guys can't hit home. Ours can. The Bengals only lost by 3 points. And the only reason they lost is because they could not get pressure on Pat. And we do not have that problem.
We don't.
Yeah.
We saw in that Super Bowl that the Buccaneers didn't have that problem either. So I'm thinking if we put our guys back in coverage, they can be able to keep up with the Travis Kelce's and the MVDs of the world, the Scantlings of the world.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think the receivers are really the threat like a lot of people think they are. I mean, they still can catch the ball and they still can fly.
But really we have to worry about is Travis Kelce, and that's it.
Yeah, I mean, the biggest. I think Patrick Mahomes is going to definitely target Travis Kelce in the Super Bowl. You know, that's his bread and butter. You know, he needs that. He needs that combo. He needs that connection to even score points. You know, because you don't have time to kill anymore.
Fucking Slay, Bradbury, and Maddox are gonna dominate these wide receivers, man.
Yes.
And I only even feel more comfortable with Maddox being back. I would not be this cocky if Maddox was out. I will tell you that right now, because I know what Scott gives up most of the time. Okay, you got 1 interception, home dog. You got lucky. It was thrown right at you. Calm down. You know, but still, I do not feel as confident with Scott there, but with Maddox there, bro, that is 3 lockdown fucking corners.
Yeah,
no matter how you spin it. And Maddox can even take on your number 1 in the slot, which is amazing. You know, so go ahead and throw. That's all I got to say. Go ahead.
Yeah,
let it rip.
I mean, you saw the difference with Max in the game for sure. I mean, I didn't mean to cut you off, but yeah, you saw the difference between Max in the game. I mean, he brings so much pedigree to this defense. You know, Jonathan Gannon plays more aggressive when he's in the game. You know, and that's why it was important to get him healthy, because now you got your whole starters. This is the first time I ever think that Eagles have their full starters, whole starters healthy in a Super Bowl. Since, I mean, this is the first time I've ever seen everybody healthy in the Super Bowl as an Eagle. You know,
well, it's crazy. Quarterback.
When was the last time we've ever seen anybody healthy in a season? Normally, through like the Chip Kelly era and the Doug Peterson era, we're usually all banged up.
Finally, our starting quarterback's actually going to play in a Super Bowl for once.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, this is going to be a fun matchup. You know, everybody talk about it's going to be a scoring position. I mean, a scoring game where everybody's going to be scoring. Both teams are going to be scoring. Both teams are going to score a lot of touchdowns. I don't see it that way. I feel like the Eagles are going to dominate the Kansas City Chiefs offense and force Patrick Mahomes to at least get out the pocket and try to make a play, because if he stays in the pocket, he's going to get hit. You know, and with that, you know, banged up ankle, you know, I don't know how the ankle is going to be 100% going into this game. You know, I feel like we have the defense that can prevent him from escaping and making plays. Because, you know, if you get Patrick Mahomes outside the pocket, he's dangerous. Any quarterback outside the pocket is going to be dangerous. We got to keep him
sidearm throw. He can make those.
I mean, he's incredible. You got to admit, he's incredible with the throws. I mean, he's what he does is crazy, you know. And I feel like we can match that, because we got a quarterback that can do the exact same thing. Not too similar like Patrick Mahomes, but can do creative things too. You know, and I feel like our defense is able to get him out the pocket, make sure he's in the pocket where he can't do damage, because his damage is outside the pocket and making throws or escaping. You know what I'm saying? We also got to be very disciplined, you know, because, you know, one time you hit him the wrong way, you know, the ref's going to be flagging us for that shit. I mean, come on.
I really want to take y'all back to that Travis Kelce matchup for a second. If I was the defensive coordinator, I would put TJ on him one-on-one and then have, you know, like Avonte Maddox or CJ over the top. Like, that would be my ideal matchup to beating Patrick Mahomes in the Super Bowl.
Oh, I'm not even going to front, bro. Somebody's getting lit up. Like, listen, you got Blankenship back there. You got CJ back there. You got TJ. You got all these big hitters, bro. Mm-hmm. You know, even Maddox can light someone up. Epps can damn sure light someone up. I'm telling you right now, someone's getting popped in the middle of the field. I do not know who it's going to be, but somebody's. Remember the Super Bowl with Jenkins when he lit up Cooks?
Brandon Cooks, yes.
Yeah. That's going to happen, bro. I don't know who to, but it's going to happen. Somebody's getting lit. Yes. And it's probably going to be Kelce, honestly. And it sucks to say it. It's probably going to be Kelce, because that's going to be the guy that's going to be targeted probably the most.
Now, here's another thing we need to talk about that was notably, like, there was only one penalty between the Patriots and the Eagles in our last Super Bowl. How do you think the penalties are going to be controlled in this game?
What do you mean?
On our side or their side?
Both.
Oh, I don't think we're going to commit many at all, bro. And in fact, I think it's going to be their offensive line that fucks them up a lot, because they're going to be trying to get a jump start to try and stop this pass rush, which is going to get a lot of false starts. because they're going to have to protect him from Riddick and all these dominant pass rushers we got, bro. And they got Thuney. I get it.
Yeah.
He's good. And they got Humphreys, but Humphreys is young and dumb still. He's still learning, but he's going against Fletcher Cox and Hargraves and Jordan Davis. Like, that's a hell of a fucking job for a young center. So it's going to get ugly, bro. And I believe they have probably like 7 penalties just on their side alone.
I forgot that whoever's on the left side of that line for the Chiefs, he's given up 9 sacks. I think we should really, really hit home in this game.
Is that the offensive line that the Baltimore Ravens traded to the KC?
No, he's the opposite side. I'm talking about the left side.
Reed Humphrey?
Or something like that.
Or no, the one the guy that they traded Baltimore for, he'll actually be going up against Riddick. So he's going to have his hands full.
But overall, the Chiefs' offense, as far as pass protection, they're 5th in the league, according to PFF.
Yeah, but once again, they didn't play us.
Exactly.
I mean, your next best sack team was Dallas, right, with 58, or was it the Niners with 58?
I believe it was the Niners.
And then Dallas had 53. But still, I mean, that's what I'm saying. You're still 20 off. That's amazing, bro. 20 more sacks than the entire NFL.
Yeah, I mean, Hassan Reddick should be defensive player of the year. You ask me. The fact that he's not, it's a crime, in my opinion. And it still should be Nick Sirianni should be coach of the year, but they gave it to Brian Daboll, whatever his name, Daboll, whatever his name is, who didn't even make it past the division round. Now, you can say what you want about the Giants. They had a good year, but I think they still should have gave it to Nick Sirianni, in my opinion.
I understand why they did, though, bro. I mean, listen, me as an Eagle fan, of course I want Nick to win it. If anyone deserved it, it's him. Because of, 9-8 last year and going, only having 4 losses this year, it's like, hey, that's an amazing job. And you made it to the Super Bowl, but Daboll, bro, that was a shitty fucking Giants team. I'm not going to lie. It was a shitty fucking Giants team. I don't know how the fuck he did what he did, and that's why he won. I love the ball, dude. I really do, and I think he's a hell of a coach. And Wink too. I think they got 2 great defense and offensive minds over there, and they're going to be really good here in the next few years when they finally get their shit together. But he deserves it because he turned shit into gold somehow. Yes. I don't know how he did it, but I think he worked a lot harder than what Nick had to work. Let's put it that way.
So I have it on my screen right here that the second most sacks for the Chiefs this year belongs to George Karlaftis.
Wait, you want to put it up?
Kirk? George Karlaftis? Yeah. No, he's a stud dude for a rookie, but Karlaftis has to go against Lane Johnson. Like, that's not going to be easy.
Yeah.
Karlaftis is awesome, but he ain't no Boza.
Yeah, but I like George Karlaftis coming into his draft, man. We always we were talking about, maybe drafting him if he was there at the Eagles pick, but they went somewhere else. He was one of those guys I was looking at like, okay, this could be definitely a Howard Roseman pick at time because we were looking at pass rush.
Right.
And I believe he got drafted. Didn't he get drafted before or after Davis?
What year? It was after.
After?
Yeah. He was taken like 18th, I think, or something like that.
He was somewhere in Purdue, right?
Yes.
All right. Me sure.
Yeah, no, he's going to be an amazing talent.
Yeah. And he's having a good year too, for a guy, he's having a good year for a guy from Purdue, you don't see that often. Purdue players usually don't. I didn't hear about him. Maybe they're successful, but I've never heard of a Purdue player in that like George Karlaftis.
Because we're on this subject and not to stray away, but that there is one person I am super excited to see next year, and he was projected to be on our team till he got injured.
Yes.
And that's Ajabo.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
In Baltimore.
Speaking of the draft, did you watch my guy Antonio Johnson? What do you think of him?
Oh no, shit! I did not look at that yet. Oh man, my bad.
No,
I
you
will.
good.
I have
You
it.
good.
I
You
have
got
it though.
plenty of time
It's
after the
there.
Super Bowl.
Now, are you talking about pro day?
No, just I think he's talking just his highlights that he sent me.
Antonio Johnson's going to be the best safety coming out, in my opinion. I watched Brian Branch. I've been looking at safeties because I like Marcus S, but with the way he was tackling versus Christian McCaffrey,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm not a fan of Marcus Epps.
And plus, we need another healthy body.
Yeah, I mean, because I think you got to sign C.J. Gardner-Johnson back. You got to bring him back.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
I pray
without
to
a doubt
God.
gonna happen.
You got
In
that's the
fact,
first
CJ
priority you got
Running
to
back
do.
too.
Yeah, CJ will get his contract before Hurts does. They'll
Mhm.
want to lock CJ down
That-
before they.
That is an interesting take. I wouldn't argue against that.
No, well, I mean, listen, it's about having a lot of money for Hurts. And listen, I want to get into this too because I have an interesting
ahead,
take.
you
I
got
think
plenty of
y'all will love. I know we're gonna have to pay Hurts here, and shit, I'm all for it. Let's do it. I actually don't have any doubt whatsoever. I had doubt when we paid Wentz. I don't have doubt with Hurts. There is none. Now my whole thing though is I don't want to see no 5-year deal, homie. I think we should be the first team ever to do like an MLB contract, kind of how we did with Bryce Harper, bro. I'd go 10 years, 500 mil, fucking spread that shit out on a long time span. That way you don't have to pay him as much every year, so you're saving money. And then you can also turn that shit into signing bonuses and incentives every year, which also lowers the cap. You know what I mean? So I'm all for signing him. And if you want to go 5 years, 300 some mil, it is what it is. But I'd turn that 5 into 10 and I'd spread that shit out. But that's just me.
I like the sound of that. I like the sound of it. I mean, we're hiding. You got any thoughts?
Nah, I agree with everything he's saying.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully Howard Wilson pays attention to you and he does the exact thing you just said. So they will want to pay CJ and Brad. Oh yeah, we got to sign Bradbury also. I feel like you can't let him walk either. Bradbury's been one of the premier corners other than Slay. He's been one of the best corners we ever picked up. And I don't see how you just let the guy walk. Now, obviously, you got to draft a corner next year in the draft. But I feel like you could get one in the second round. There's going to be so much cornerback depth next year in this draft. I don't feel like we got to reach for a corner in the first round. I feel like there's going to be so much talent dropping in the second. Because you know how the draft is. People are going to be teams are going to be looking to jump up and get quarterbacks, and they're going to want to get pass rushers quickly. So you're going to see a lot of DBs and safeties and especially linebackers dropping to us. So we're going to have plenty. And plus offensive line, you might see an offensive line that could drop. You never know. And we got 2 first-round picks anyway. Now is Howard Wilson going to trade back? That's the question because you know him. He sometimes want to trade back and get a couple more first-round picks, which I wouldn't mind next year. Because you want to stock up for the following year too. You don't want to just cash them all in and not have anything for down the road.
No, and listen, man, I totally agree with that. Now, this is my take on that. Some people out there say Bradbury is going to be a little bit too much for us to re-sign because he's probably going to want between 12 to 15 million. Now, here's the kicker for me. We have bitched how many years? 20 fucking years for a corner? For 2 corners. Just one corner. Just any corner. I want a corner, right?
Mm-hmm.
Never got one. Now we got 2 of the best. I'm not willing to give that up. Okay, we fought so long to get it. Now that we got it, I don't want to give it up. I mean, that's dumb. Now, if you get Kels to come back next year, you get Lane Johnson to come back, you get BG back another year, and ultimately you look at each other and you say, we want to run this back, you have to bring Bradbury back. There isn't oh, no, he's too much. No, if you're serious and you want to go for a two-peat, Bradbury has to be a part of that equation. Some people think he doesn't. Some people think he does. I am one of those people who thinks he does. He is very important to our success this year. Probably one of the most underrated signings we've had other than Riddick.
I honestly think we should run it all back.
I do too. I do too. And it all depends on how many people choose to stay and come back one more year. Like if Lane would retire, and understandably so, if he does, I understand why, because he's been putting his body through hell. But even if Lane decides to come back and Kels is like, fuck it, let's do one more. At that point, you have to re-sign Bradbury. I don't even think it's a question.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, Bradbury's one of the he's a Pro Bowl corner for a reason. You know, he and since the Giants, you know, this is the best season he's had. You know, and you know, you don't let talent like that walk. You know, especially if you can get him back on like a cheaper 1-year deal or 2-year deal. You know what I'm saying? Also, I think you got to bring back, and I know a lot of people ain't gonna like this, but I would bring back Miles Sanders back. You know, I feel like Miles Sanders just came along and he's still got some tread on the tires. You know, a lot of people don't want to hear they say, well, we should have paid running backs. Again, I mean, Miles Sanders is the guy that I think that he really wants to come back. And if you can get him on a cheap-year deal or you can get him on a reasonable deal, I say bring him back and then go draft another running back. Why not? You know, you have 3 running backs now, right? You got the guy that you can draft and you can keep Miles Sanders in game well. Now we have 2 physical running back. I mean, think about it, right? The guy you've been talking about, the running back that you've been talking about, you know what I'm saying?
Bijan Robinson.
You add him with Miles Sanders and Gainwell. That running back committee would be dangerous with Jalen Hurts.
Listen, man, if he wants to come back on a 1-year deal to run it back for like 6 or 7 million, hey, pay the man. He got over 1,000 yards. He had how many touchdowns? He's at 12 or 13, right?
Check your screen share. I finally got it.
And
got what?
Only got what?
The screen share. There we go.
Okay.
But you know what I'm saying? Like, of course, pay him. You know, it's 6 or 7 million 1 year, and if he gets 1,000 yards again and kind of repeats this season, why the hell not?
Yeah,
I mean, in the end, it's all about the ring, right?
Mm-hmm. Do you want to draft a running back in the 3rd round? I mean, I don't know how you pass up on
This
Bijan
is the way that I look at it, bro. Some people say, all right, if we run it back, we can release Bradbury, let him walk, and draft a corner in the 1st round to replace Bradbury. Granted, I like that idea. Okay, you get a corner, you bring him in, and sure, he might play really well, but can you guarantee me he's going to play to Bradbury's level?
Yeah.
You know, and that's my thing. Sure, you know, we might be able to go get a running back, but can you guarantee my rookie running back or Gainwell is going to do exactly what Miles did this past season? No, probably not. They'll be good, but will they be Miles Sanders good? No. That's what I'm looking at, bro. There is a point where you have to just kind of empty the wallet a little bit. Especially
I feel like if you don't get James Bradbury, man, the next option would be the call the Rams, and that's what we'll take to get Jalen Ramsey here.
Fuck that. No.
He's only 28, though.
I don't, dude. Ramsey has really fallen off, bro.
Yeah, he is.
Is he falling off because he's with the Rams, or is he falling off because he's with he's just a corner?
I say give him another chance because he had a bad season, but he is kind of falling off right now.
But again, the scheme over there is let's be, they're not using him.
Oh, I can't say that because it's the same scheme he played in the year before. Like, I can't say that.
But is it the same team though? You know what I'm saying? With this stacked team, I think he would do well.
Bro,
you also got to factor in the fact that they've had such a bad season. He just might not be trying out there. So
Jair Alexander plays on a really semi-defense in Green Bay. And Jair has dominated every fucking wide receiver he's ever played against. So, yes, if you are good, it don't matter if your defense plays like shit. When Slay was in Detroit, Slay balled the fuck out. His defense was shit, but Slay balled. Yeah. That's my point. Like, just because his defense is shit. So what? If you come over here and you don't get what you want, you're going to start playing like shit just because you're going to whine about it? That is not the type of guy I want here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, but I was just throwing it out because if you lose James Bradbury, do you want to draft a rookie corner? You know what I'm saying? Say, for example, let's say James Bradbury is too much and you don't want to pay him. You know, let's just say, because we saw Patrick Robinson walk, you know, we don't know what James Bradbury is going to want, you know. But I'm just saying, if he don't work out, I mean, the next best option would be Jalen Ramsey. I know a lot of people don't want that, but would you want to draft a rookie corner? You know?
No, but that's the thing, though, man. I think this
I
team
mean,
is so
I'm
well
just throwing it
knitted.
out. I know AK don't like
No,
that. You know?
I know, dude. And listen, there's other corners out there other than Ramsey. I mean, that you can possibly get a hold of. So I'm not for and I'm not against it. I'm just, it is what it is. But my whole thing is, if
Okay, you
I
can say.
just, I don't see the way this kid is dominated this year, dude. And let's look at it this way too. You don't re-sign Bradbury, and something happens to Slay next year. You want that rookie to step in the Slay's spot? I'd rather have Bradbury as my number 2 to force him over to my number 1 and then throw my rookie in at my number 2. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Like it
Yeah.
pays to have a veteran as your CB2, like we have Bradbury. If something would happen to Slay this year, God forbid, and thank God it didn't, fucking Bradbury would have to move over. And I'm comfortable with that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
I'm
it
just throwing
pays to have
ideas out
that guy.
because I'm just throwing ideas out. I didn't mean to cut you off. I'm just
Yeah.
throwing ideas
I
out
don't
because
even know what corners are free agents this year, in all honesty.
I mean
I
Jalen Ramsey,
haven't
I
even
mean
got
those
that
are the
far.
Rams willing to trade him because they don't have that much cap space. And I figure
Yeah.
he's 28 years old. You know, is he 28 or 26? Wait, look up his age real quick.
No, he's 28. But
He's
that's the thing,
28.
though, dude. Because they don't have draft capital, do you know what kind of ransom they're going to want for him?
Yeah,
I ain't
exactly.
willing to
But I'm
give
just
all
throwing
that.
it out. I mean, I don't
Yeah,
say what
no, I feel you. But if they want 2 firsts for Ramsey, you can shove it. Like, it ain't happening.
Yeah.
maybe if he was 24, like in Jacksonville, okay. But
Yeah.
no. I mean, he's a
I
good
mean, dude,
quarterback.
I'm no lie. I'm going to tell you this right now. I'd trade for Aaron Donald before I'd trade for Jalen Ramsey.
Yes.
I
I'm
would
telling
too.
you right now. If you would let Cox walk this year and you go and you say, all right, I'll give you a first and a second for Donald,
But
I'd
they're
be
not
okay
going to
with
trade
that.
Aaron Donald.
What?
They're not going to trade Aaron Donald.
No, they're not. I'm just saying that's there's other players that I look at more value than him.
Yes.
You know, like especially that we could help our team, like edges for sure. Like this year, it's all about D line for me. Like we got to kind of rejuvenate our D line a little bit because I don't know if Cox will be here next year. I don't know if BG will be here. I swear to God, BG better, but I don't know if he will be. You know,
I
all
can't
these
see
vets.
BG leaving the Eagles and going to a new
I
team.
know, but all
Well,
these vets could get ring number 2 and be like, "Hey, I did more than what I wanted. I'm good. Let's just walk
well,
away on top." You know what I mean? Like they could, but I hope not.
I mean, Gilmore's a nice play, but how old is Gilmore? Gilmore's 30, right? I'd rather have James Bradbury back. Just keep it simple.
mhm.
You know what I'm saying? I don't rather go get a new corner because we haven't had 2 elite corners since Sheldon and Asante, was it, or Sheldon and Lito Shepherd? I mean, we haven't
Yes.
had that type of corner. I mean, and they ain't that good since this is probably the best cornerback duo we had.
Yeah.
I
The
don't
only other
want
one I can think of, the only one I can think of that I was even quite satisfied with was Antonio
Bobby
Cromartie. No, Antonio Cromartie and what was the other Rogers Cromartie?
Yeah.
Remember when we had the 2
Camardi and
Cromartie?
Miami Oswald? No, he's a safety.
No, he's a safety. No, we had the 2.
No one
We had
Carroll?
huh?
No one Carroll?
He might have been the
Marty and
nickel.
Asante Samuel.
Yeah. Yes, that
Okay.
one.
I'll take a
Yeah,
no one Carroll.
that was probably the last time I was actually comfortable at corner. Like, and even then they were good, but they aren't Bradbury Slay good. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't want a 32-year-old corner. Sorry. No, thank you.
Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm very satisfied with what we got. And like I said, 20 years of wanting them, I'm not willing to have them one season and just be like, all right, we're good. No.
I like Gilmore, but I don't want a risk of getting a player and then he goes down or he's not playing.
We've done that so many times in history.
Yeah, I'm tired of that, man. You know what I'm saying? I feel like if you don't get James Bradbury, you draft a corner and you hope you get the best one and they come out and become like Sauce Gardner or one of those elite corners that you see right now in the league. You know, because I think Sauce Gardner could be a really good corner next year for the Jets.
I get all of your concerns about the defense, but look at the offensive line. That's what I'm really concerned about moving forward. We don't know the future of Lane Johnson and Jason Kelsey. That's what I'm really concerned about.
I mean, just Kelsey leaves, we got a center. We just drafted him, you know.
So
But
I
Yeah,
mean,
the only position you really got to worry about is left tackle. But I
no,
mean,
it's right tackle because we
that
got Milano.
that's the position I
or
would
right
probably
tackle, right.
draft.
Yeah.
That's the position I would probably draft late first round after we get our safety.
Yeah, but what right tackle is going to be out there this year? I don't think there's any right tackle that is going to start right away.
Dude, I haven't even started looking at fucking draft people yet. Like,
I seen the left tackle from Ohio State. I know you probably know that name. We had it.
I do not.
You're supposed to know your college football,
and
man.
not just that, but you also have to look at them too. Some of these guys can play all positions. Some of them can only play tackle and guard. Some can play just center and guard. You know, like, got to see how versatile they are too.
And listen, I mean, you and I talked about it yesterday. I would not mind if we draft one in the first round or the second round, you know, because you look at this offensive line. This needs to be really good for Jalen Hurts. You know, I feel like you need to give Jalen Hurts the best offensive line for his whole career. You know, at least to his whole career. You don't want him to have no offensive line. You look at Joe Burrow, he has no offensive line. And that's why they can't win a championship or even get close to a Super Bowl.
And that's sort of the reason why Andrew Luck retired early.
Well, he got absolutely crushed and got injured. You know, we watched Carson Wentz go down because he had no offensive line because he sucks. But, you know, you need an offensive line in the league. You've seen players go down because they don't got offensive line. You need to have that offensive line structure for your quarterback to feel comfortable. You don't want your quarterback to think that he's seeing ghosts when they're not there or seeing players hit him when they're not there. You don't want to you don't want him to feel like he's hearing footsteps when they're not there.
Well, no lie, dude. We had a conversation the other day. I think it was last week.
Yeah, yesterday.
And no. This one that I'm talking about right now. We had a conversation because I said, man, how many times has Hurts actually been sacked? And when I thought about it, I was like, it's only got to be like maybe 21 times. Dude, he's been sacked like 48. Or pressure. Yeah. I think it was crazy. I didn't even think it was even close to what it was. Hayden, help me out here. What's the actual number of it?
No idea.
Well, look it up, please.
Well, that's why you got the laptop.
All right. What was the question again? I got sacked.
How many times has Hurts been sacked?
How many times has Hurts been sacked? Oh, I want to say 48 times.
That's what I'm saying. To me, never even thought it was that high. Thinking back all year long, I'm like, he's only maybe been sacked 20, 21 times. Like, it doesn't even feel like he's been sacked that many times. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean,
I can't even count 48 sacks, bro. I can't even count 48. Where does 48 even come from? That can't be how many times he slid behind the line without being hit. You know what I mean? Like, I know that's a sack, but come on, really?
I mean that comes with being a dual threat quarterback.
I know.
And listen, we drafted Landon Dixon, but I'm starting to think that this guy. I mean, I'm hoping he can stay healthy, bro, because this is the second time he's went down with an injury, man. You know, I feel like Landon Dixon's still young, but look at Vontae Max, man. I mean, I'm starting to get worried about him too because when he's out. Our whole offensive line changes.
Well, that's why we need safety. That's why we need safety for our first pick.
He's the cornerback. It's not safety. That's Epps. He stinks.
Why was I thinking
did you see him try to tackle Christian McCaffrey and try to hit him with his shoulder?
That was terrible.
That was C.J. Johnson, man. No, that was C.J. Johnson that hit him with his shoulder. That was not Epps nor
I
Blankenship.
thought that was Epps. That
yeah. Can we see that play? Can we see that play? Maybe
pull it up. I promise you. You look. It says 23, bro. It was C.J. Johnson. C.J. Johnson did that shit. Fuck. What other game did he do that to? He went up and just tried to shoulder tackle someone. Oh, fuck. What's his face? The halfback for the Texans. Pierce. He tried to shoulder tackle Pierce, bro, and he bounced right the fuck off. And it's like, no, dude, you actually got to wrap your arms around him. I promise you, I'm 100% sure that was That was C.J. Johnson. Watch.
All right, let's see.
Here is McCaffrey, right side, breaks a tackle, good shifty move, gets that, still going. McCaffrey's
Yeah,
gonna
that was
score.
C.J. right there.
Let's
That was
see.
C.J. coming in on the left.
Slow motion it because they show the replay. See?
He's right there at the very top, at the 20, right there. See? He's right underneath Hargrave. It was C.J. Johnson that hit him with a shoulder tackle. Right
Mm.
there. It wasn't Epps nor Blankenship.
Mm.
Boink.
Wow. this is
CJ's
bad.
always known to
CJ's
do
number
that.
23, bro.
Huh?
CJ's number 23.
That's 23.
That's 22.
No.
Look. Pause it. What's it right there? Hold up. Pause it.
That's 23, bro. It says
Oh,
23.
Oh, keep going.
It is a 3. I see it right there. It's right there. 23.
one.
And that's
one.
him
But who
falling to the
made-
ground right there.
Yeah, that's C.J. Johnson, bro. He
Who made
always
the first?
shoulder
Who
tackles.
made the first identical tackle?
Huh?
That was Epps, and then Epps
first
missed it.
missed
CJ
tackle.
Gordon Johnson.
He's talking about the first missed tackle before CJ.
CJ Gordon Johnson. Yeah.
I don't listen. I don't even care about that. That one right there, he's not even the line of scrimmage yet. C.J. Johnson is your last line of defense. The last thing you need to be doing is trying to shoulder tackle Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah, that's a bad.
That is
that's
your
bad
last
tackle.
line of defense. That's not even Epps' fault. Epps contacted him before the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, for sure.
CJ is
I
the
agree.
last guy that hit him. Look,
Yeah,
right
yeah.
there. You can't do that. You got to put your arms around that man. CJ, I love CJ, bro, but he needs to fix that shit. You can't just hit everyone and expect them to go down.
I mean, that was one of the weaknesses in him with the Saints, man. He did not wrap people around, you know. And
No,
I feel
he tries to hit you and lay you out, and then, dude, you can't do
And I,
that. to
and I like
McCaffrey.
that. I like that style too. But you
Yeah,
gotta be able
I
to.
do
I
too.
think he'll learn eventually. I feel like he'll get better at that. You know, he's still young.
No, I get it. I just want him to know, bro, like, you can't do it to everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Some
I
people
get
that
it.
work for him and others that don't. And
yeah.
CMC
That's
is
my fault. I'm sorry.
definitely a
I
don't.
blame Marcus Epps, but I feel like still Marcus Epps got to go, bro, because I want a new season.
Yes.
Well, honestly, I have not seen anyone Marcus Epps has hit that hasn't fallen. I actually no. Listen, I know you guys might dislike Epps, but Epps
It's
is a
not a
fucking.
dislike Epps. Are you going
He's
to
a
want to sign
baller,
him
bro.
back? Are you going to want to
He's a
sign him
baller.
back? Because
Yes.
he's going to want to get paid the high safety.
No, he ain't. No, he's not. For 1
If he
year
wins the Super
starting.
Bowl-
No, he's not. No, not for just 1 year, bro. I get it. He wins the Super Bowl, but you only had 1 full year starting. You're gonna pay more for CJ than you will Epps.
Definitely.
I mean,
Yeah.
CJ has a lot of picks, though. I mean,
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like you can get Epps for a pretty decent, and plus they just re-signed him last year, I believe.
we had him. So my guy Antonio Johnson, that's the dude I want, bro. I'm telling you, if he falls to the Eagles,
Mm.
he's going to be a problem. That's the dude from Texas A&M, man.
I know, man. But if you were gonna get any safety, last year was your chance to get Hamilton. If they were gonna get a safety, you should have got Hamilton, but they didn't, and I'm fine with that. Because you know what? If they let Epps go, that's fine. Go get me Jesse Bates.
Texas
In
guys
free
seems to be
agency.
Texas people seem to be good luck for us anyway.
No, yeah, I know, but go get me Jesse Bates because he is a free agent after this year, and team Jesse Bates with C.J. Johnson and let
Because
it
he's going
go.
to want a lot of money, though. He's going to want a lot of money. He wants to get paid.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I watch this. This is what I like.
Mm.
He wraps him around. I like that type of style right there. You know what I'm saying? And he also plays corner too. You know, he's like C.J. Gardner Johnson.
Very assertive.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know what round
if we
he
can
would be.
get him. If we can get him and he's there, sure.
I wanted my dude Smoke Monday, but it seems like
I remember how bad you wanted him.
AKA
wish
put
this was-
me on him because I didn't know who he
Actually-
was.
Actually, I hyped him up because of you. I hyped him up, and then you started hyping him up.
AKA Eagle started that. Yeah, he wanted Smoke Monday.
Well, I only started that up because I really felt like his name should have been Smoke every day. But
No,
You
I,
know,
I,
it's
feel,
not.
I feel like the safeties in this draft are going to be huge. I mean, you got a lot of stuff. You got one from Florida State. You got one from Alabama. I think isn't what's his name? Jordan Battle coming out this year too.
Yeah, this is a very heavy defensive draft this year. You got offensive players, but there's a lot more defensive players this year.
And I like this. I like how he finds the but like he's not afraid to hit. You know, we got a lot of safeties who are just afraid to hit, man. Like, you know, and I feel like we don't have that type of safety. I mean, I like to see Gordon Johnson, he can hit, but Kayvon Wallace, I mean, he's a good special teams guy.
Speaking of guys that came here for 1 year for a Super Bowl, do you expect Sue to be here next year?
No, I think he
I'd if he
won.
wanted to come back, I wouldn't care.
I bring the whole team back. I mean, if we're going to rerun it, then bring the whole team back and let's do it again. You know
I mean, the only one I'm not bringing back out of the whole ordeal if I have to, and it's not because I don't want him back, it's just because I want to see another person play, and that's White.
Because what about Derek Barnett?
Well, we're stuck with him anyway. He's here anyway. I mean, he has 1 year left. Now, whether or not we trade him, that's on Howie, but he's still here yet this coming year.
Yeah.
But no, I'd let White walk because I want to see Dean play next year.
Yeah.
And that's the only way. That is the only way Dean will play is if White goes. And I don't see us getting rid of TJ over White. So
White
you gotta bring TJ back.
The only bad thing that we picked up. The only bad person we picked up.
White wasn't even that bad though. Like he's just bad because everyone else is that good. But White has played pretty solid.
Well, why would you want to get rid of him then if he's playing okay?
Because I want Dean to play. I told you that. But if Nakobe Dean was not on this team, I'd be like, bring White back.
Yeah, I feel like White's going to want more money too. He's going to want more money, bro. I'm saying, but I like the safety so much, bro. I really do. I think he's talented.
Yeah, no, for sure. I haven't even started yet, man. Honestly, I haven't.
And I looked him up. He's supposed to be coming out this year.
Yeah, no, most of my looks are all going to be on defense, except the only offensive players I'm going to look at is probably offensive line. I won't even probably focus on halfback just because I think Miles will be here. But I don't know. But I might pay attention to a few of them, but mostly it's going to be all defense. I think it's going to be a defensive draft heavy this year for us, whether that be corners and edges and D-line in general, safeties. But, it's going to be interesting, dude. It really will be. Howie's had this planned out for a few years, so I'm willing to see.
You already know Howie Roseman's probably doing a mock draft right now. Which place he going to get? You already know.
Of course.
Dude, he's already looking for the next team to fuck over.
With his binoculars.
Right.
Now, did you hear the Saints got 2 first-round picks? Maybe Howie Roseman robs them again.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they gave up 2
yeah. They got it for Sean Payton.
Oh, no!
Oh, yeah. Did you hear what the Broncos just Rams themselves. Did you hear what it combined, Russell Wilson and Sean Payton? They gave up 3 firsts, 3 seconds, and I believe it was 3 thirds.
They're not going to have any futuristic.
They have nothing. They have nothing, homie. Nothing.
I'm telling you right now, I don't care if it's Vince Lombardi. I don't care if it's Chuck Noll. I'm not giving up no picks. He can be John Madden. I'm not giving up it could be legendary John Madden. I'm not giving up no picks for a head coach. There's so many head coaches you can just find. You know what I'm saying?
I get that, but you know what this means, though, bro. Like the Broncos
they want to restore Russell Wilson's career, man. They want to.
Not just that, but this means they believe they can win next year, and this was throwing in all the chips, like literally. That's what. Think about it, dude. You gave up your future, your entire fucking future, for the next 3 years. That means you feel this team is built right now and can go win the Super Bowl, and you gave it all away for a head coach and 1 quarterback. That's fucking insane. Now. That is fucking but with what?
Exactly. They haven't improved much.
I get it, man. They got some nice, young, talented wide receivers.
I mean, Judy's a good
defense is,
receiver though.
yeah, their defense
Sutton's good over
is
there. They got some
okay.
good young players.
Yeah, they
But
do, but I don't think it's that good enough to
no,
beat fucking the Chiefs every year
no,
or,
no.
some of these other guys. They
And
still got their hands full over there.
that's why I don't understand that, because like I get it. Okay, if you're a win away, like if you were like a team away from being a Super Bowl, if you were so good and your coach stinks. Okay, that's different. But you have no offensive line for Russell Wilson. You really don't. You got no offensive line for him. He was getting hit left and right this year.
Yeah.
And you can't draft them anymore.
You can't, no, because you've got no offensive line. So
You're pretty
it's like,
much
what are you
stuck.
going to do then?
You're pretty much stuck.
They're
Exactly.
planning on developmental, pretty much. Like Sean Payton's going to develop these guys into superstars, I guess. And not just that, I don't know where they are on cap wise, but maybe they can finagle a few free agents or do some trades. But I don't even know where they're at money wise, dude. Like,
Well, who are you going to trade? Are you going to trade Jerry Jeudy? Then you're going to be left without no receiver.
I
You
have
better
no
not get
fucking
a
clue,
draft pick
bro.
for Jerry Jeudy.
I have no idea, bro.
I mean, if
Seriously.
you're a Bronco
like,
fan, you got to be excited, but you got to be anxious at the same time, because it's like, what are we doing? Like if we were in that predicament, I'd be pissed.
If
Like,
I'm a
okay,
Broncos
we
fan,
just
I'm
traded for a
going
head
like,
coach, but what picks do we have now? You
if
just
I'm
gave
a
away all
Broncos
the
fan,
picks.
I'm going like, now what?
I think if I'm a Denver Bronco fan, I'm calling like hospice or shit and
I
trying
agree
to
too.
get
I think that's what they're trying to do. I think they're trying to fix something.
Trying to get Elway in there for a CAT scan to make sure he didn't get fucking Alzheimer's over the offseason, because I don't understand what the fuck just happened, bro. Like that is not a normal thing. We're talking about a dude who's pretty fucking famous and is known to be very smart. And dude, he just gave up everything for a fucking coach. I don't get it. I really don't.
I've been talking to a lot of Bronco fans, right? Because I got a lot of them that I was talking to, especially at work. And one of them told me that he thinks that John Elway wants to be the only quarterback to win a Super Bowl other than Manning, and he never wants any other quarterback to win a Super Bowl because it might get rid of his fame. Because these quarterbacks become GMs,
So wait a
become
minute.
so famous of glory that they don't want to give it up.
Is this the first time a coach has been traded since John Gruden?
Yes.
Yeah, I believe
Yes.
so. Yeah.
Yes. 100%.
Bucks to the Raiders to the Bucks.
Yeah, and that was a dumb move
They met in
too.
the Super Bowl and he beat them.
Yep.
That was a dumb move too.
Yeah.
I mean, John Gruden went right to a team but the difference is the Broncos are not ready to win. They have a lot of good pieces around, but they got a quarterback that's, let's be real, is he really Russell Wilson from 2012? I mean, is he going to be the Russell Wilson that is in Seattle? Is he going to be the Legion of Boom Russell Wilson? Can he be the Russell Wilson you saw in Seattle? I don't think so.
No.
I feel like Russell Wilson's just completely washed. I feel like he doesn't have anything left. I feel like Russell Wilson just wants the money and plays whatever happens.
Yeah, he'll just play out his contract, and then we'll just call it a Hall of Fame career and just be done with him.
Yeah, pretty much. And that's why I say.
And the reports, that came out on him this offseason, from Seattle about how he's only a me guy, a stat guy. He only cares about himself. Like, dude, that morale is only going to get you so far in the locker room, and Denver probably is like, well, fuck you, dude. Like, you don't know if these guys are going to even want to play for him. So it's like, who knows, man? We'll see what happens.
I mean, Melvin Gordon, when he got released, he was happy as hell. I mean, he tweeted Broncos country list, whatever, what is it, I or something like that? I forget what he tweeted, but, he was happy as hell to get that out of there. And Jerry Jeudy was kind of frustrated with it,
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't know. I mean, they ain't my team, because I want the 2 first-round picks now. Now, if I'm Howard Roseman, I'm trying to get the 2 first-round picks. Hey, Saints, come get this is our local Dollar Tree. You know what I'm saying? So we got to shop again. I feel like we need to get the 2 first-round picks. Hey, how much you want for those 2 first-round picks, a third and a fourth?
But going back to like the Super Bowl talk, I've heard from when NFL was doing the prediction video for the Chiefs and the Eagles, the last 2 Super Bowls that featured the number one offense versus the number one defense. The number one defense has outscored the freaking number one offense 31 points per game, I believe.
Yeah, I think so.
Something like that.
You got a laptop? Look it up. No, like
Well, defenses win championships, man.
Exactly.
Not offenses.
The last two Super Bowls I'm referring to is the Raiders and the Bucks and the Seahawks versus the Broncos.
yeah, Dan Krutz, I agree with that statement. Saints are the Eagles' new Orleans Dollar Tree. Yeah, for sure. I mean, they
Yes.
pretty much are. You know, if you need something, you just go to the local New Orleans Saints organization.
Or the Saints are pretty much, selling to the Eagles like as if, the Eagles are the GameStop.
Bro, they're our farm club. They're now the New Orleans Eagles.
If you literally go to GameStop, you will literally get no money back for the game that you're selling. Okay, Mario Kart 8 is freaking $49. You're selling that for $49. Well, guess what? We'll take your game for like $8.
Yeah.
Like when Von tore up Cam Newton in the Super Bowl. How about that? That was bad. I thought Carolina was going to win that Super Bowl that year. I was wrong. Shit.
I thought the Broncos were going to win it.
Bro, when I saw Cam not dive for that fumble, I laughed my ass off.
I'm like, I literally thought that was
Instantly,
just.
I was
losing
like,
power
thank
there.
God that is not my quarterback. Holy shit. He was like, I ain't getting injured. Motherfucker, it's the Super Bowl. You better get injured. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? You don't want to get injured. You have no games after this. It's the last one. Fucking go all out, homie.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just staying there while the guy picked it up. I'm like, this guy's not
He
made.
literally took a step back.
Right. Yo, he was Temptations that shit. He was like, ooh, like, get out of there. No, dude. I laughed and I was like, I will never respect him ever again after that move.
Yeah,
Dude, he would have
Protect your investment.
he better thank God he was not in Philly at that time, bro. Oh shit.
If he was in Philadelphia, people would be throwing stuff at him.
Yo, I'm telling you right now, and I know I never have to worry about this, but Jalen, don't you ever fucking pull that shit, bro.
Oh, Jalen's not going to do it. He's so
I know it. That's why I said I know I won't
Unless
have
the
to
game is
worry
out of
about it.
reach.
Yeah.
no,
If you're down
it's out of reach,
42
you won't do
nothing, yeah, if you're down 42 nothing in the fourth, bro, just do what you did during that fight. Put your coat on and stand, like 50 yards back. That was dope, bro. I saw a tweet, or my wife, she does Twitter, or not Twitter, but TikTok, and there was a TikTok on there, and it showed that image of Jalen standing out there on his coat while the fight was going on, and they voiced over it in the background. They were like, "I got your back, dog," from back here. Like,
don't get too cracked out
what?
over there, bro. Come on, man.
Speaking of Cam Newton, that play reminded me so much of Teddy Bridgewater from last year when he was afraid to tackle Darius Slay.
oh
Well,
yeah.
I mean, would you want to tackle Darius Slay, dude? I don't want to tackle him.
Yes.
Well, you probably do, but I don't want that.
I ain't scared.
They ain't paying me enough. You know, if I'm a Broncos quarterback, why would I want to tackle a cornerback that's coming near my way? Hey, I'll step aside. There you go. Hey, go through.
That's because you root for the Eagles.
Bro,
Right.
you know, honestly, who I feel the worst for, man. And me and my wife had this conversation the other day. The punter and the kicker, especially on runbacks, bro. When those special team players plant the kicker or punter, when he's just trying to run the player out of bounds, bro. Like, listen, first off, let's be honest. When I think of a punter and a kicker, he's the smallest guy on the field. Like, no shit. Like, unless you're Pat McAfee. But you're the smallest guy on the field, And when these guys get hit, I mean, they get rolled inside out. You know what I'm saying? I feel bad for those dudes. We've seen many, many punters and kickers get laid out. And, yeah, I don't blame them for stepping out of the way. I don't.
I mean, speaking of punter, man, speaking of punter, we need Sippos back, bro, because this punter right here that we brought in stinks, dude. I'm sorry.
I mean, is our punter as bad as the Giants?
You mean the dude with the long hair?
Yeah.
Maybe not that bad, but he's up there. I would say dude cannot kick. I mean, I like Sippos, man. I think Sippos is dude. That dude that we brought from Tennessee, keep his behind in Tennessee. I see why he's from Tennessee now.
You talking about Kern or whatever his name is?
Yeah, him. I'm not a fan of him. He doesn't have that big, huge boot where he can. He's like he doesn't. I don't know.
He didn't do bad during the Giants game, though.
Well, he did bad versus the 49ers.
No, he did. He did do bad during the 49ers, but he didn't do bad during the Giants. I mean, he got the ball inside the 10 a couple times. I don't know what the fuck his problem was last weekend.
He kicked it right to the line. The refs didn't know what to do. Yeah, definitely got to score points to win. You definitely got to score points to win. Yeah, I mean, but you also got to have elite defense, and that wins you championships. I don't care what anybody says. I keep on saying you also need the offense, but a defense wins you championships. You know, and
when you got a defense that can give you the ball on your own 40, that makes a hell of a big
first win versus Andy Reid.
Huh?
What happened to Sippos again? He got hurt against the Giants, man. I think he pulled something or forced him out.
What'd you say?
He's asking me what happened to Sippos.
I was saying that.
Oh. Go ahead. My fault. I mean, cut you off.
I was saying that if we beat Andy Reid, this is our first win versus Andy Reid. We're 0-3 versus Andy Reid.
Well, we better be Andy Reid, man. We got so much talent, bro.
Yeah. I don't want him celebrating eating another cheesesteak or whatever, or her burger or something.
Not only that, man, you made a stupid bet, man. You better pull that off.
That was a great bet. I don't want to hear Awesomeness's voice next month when we celebrate.
She's a Commander fan. Why do you gotta even pay attention to her, man? She's no longer in her. She's in the basement.
Because she's fucking annoying.
So just click off the video. There's a button where you can say don't recommend the channel. That's what I did. I'm not gonna argue with you. You're not in my league. Like, you know what I'm saying? AK, if I don't like someone, I'm just gonna not recommend the channel. I don't want to show them again.
It was my bet. I was the one who proposed the bet because I was tired of her voice.
We better win this. We better win this.
I'm blaming you. We will win this. Have some confidence.
I am having confidence.
Talking about we better win
this.
this.
Jaden, I understand what you're saying, dude. And I agree with that. No, it does take the offense a little bit.
We have that.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. No. I know we do.
How is theirs going to stack up versus our number one defense? We have the real number one defense, not San Fran.
Bro, Commander fans. I don't want to talk about them. They're not They're not in the Super Bowl.
Eliminated.
But you eliminated. Yeah. I guess you don't know the definition of that.
How you enjoying your couch, homie? Is it nice and comfy? Is it warm? Like, no lie, if you're a Commander fan, bro, you gotta have a potato couch by now. Yeah. From all the years you've sat in that motherfucker, just like Dallas fans. Like, your ass print is worn into that motherfucker by now.
Yes, it's deep. That spot is almost onto the floor as we speak.
Giants just got out the couch, man. Their print is still there, but they got out of it finally. They were able to go outside for the first time. It's like when you finally open the blinds and you're just like, oh, finally I could come outside. That's what it is. Butter everywhere, yeah.
The Giants had Stockholm syndrome for a little while. But they're out.
You don't understand. I don't understand why our rivals are worried about the Philadelphia Eagles so much, man. Go worry about drafting. Go worry about doing something simple. You don't got to worry about us, man. We trying to win a Super Bowl. Yeah, y'all worry about us, making live streams about us, bro.
Worry about trying to be better than us next year.
Please. I'm tired of sweeping the Commanders, man. Oh, we do beat them. We beat them one time. I'm tired of it. Can y'all sweep us, Benjamin? You know, because I'm tired of beating y'all. What is up, Philly halftime? How you doing? You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm tired of rivals talking shit about us, man. Like, go away.
No, I feel you, man. Well, hey guys, listen. I stayed up real late with y'all last night. Apologize. I do got to get out of here early. I got to get some sleep.
Well, I gotta get some sleep too. We've been on here for a while, man. We've been over here for a while. And if y'all missed it, go back and rewatch it. You know, we want to. It's nothing I can say. You know, gotta get there early.
There'll be more to come. We got 2 weeks of this shit yet.
Yeah, for sure. You know, we'll definitely do something us three
talk
together
about.
on this channel again, man. You know, never know. Maybe you have me on your podcast. And normally, we're hiding. Never know.
Yes, sir.
Of course. Anytime. Doors always open. You guys know that.
Mm-hmm. For sure, man. It was nice finally getting together. We've been trying to do this for a while. Finally did it. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. No, it
Go
was
ahead
fun.
and tell everybody where you could they could find you.
Yeah, no doubt, man. I appreciate you guys having me on. It was fun. Appreciate you guys offering to have me on. Really, last minute, but glad I had time to do it. I am AK Eagles from the AK Eagles podcast. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Sub these guys up. Great content creators. They're on their way up as well, just like me. So, you know, they've been here a while doing their thing. So give them love and fly Eagles fly.
Where you hiding? You're next. Everybody knows where you are, but just guess for people who don't know.
Of course, everybody knows who I am. I have just hit over 600 subscribers, and EC1 is about to hit 300 with 2 more.
Yay!
So definitely give AK a shout out. I want to give a shout out to AK. I want to give a shout out to EC1 for hosting, and my door is open as well for you two.
Mm-hmm.
Appreciate it, man.
You don't know where you're hiding. He does a lot of live streams. He talks football along with AK. You know, you definitely go in there and where you're hiding definitely does call-ins where you can call in, talk football with him. You know, he's doing a live stream most of the time. I'm always EC1. You find me on Instagram or EagleChamp1. You find me on Twitter at just type in EC1, you'll pop up. You find me on YouTube right here at Eagles EC1 football, you know, and I feel like that, you know, we bring as much content we can do as possible, you know. We got 8 people here, man. Y'all should have came early. No, I'm playing. Welcome 8 people. I appreciate y'all for coming through. And we definitely gonna have more, you know. I can't wait to get AK Eagle. Hopefully we're Super Bowl champions. That'll be the best era. And you know, we got a lot more to come, man. We got a lot more to come. I would love to do a video where we could double drafts. That would be cool. You know, and the more people we get, the better. So y'all hit that like button. Go subscribe to these 2. Like I said, you won't regret it. You know what I'm saying? Don't subscribe to me if you don't want to. Just go subscribe to them. Help them out. You know what I'm saying? I want to push their content out, you know, because they've been doing their part, especially AK Eagle. He's been doing his part, live streams and everything like that.
Oh, yeah.
So, you know, I appreciate y'all for coming on. And go Birds.
Go Birds.
Let's get that
Fly was fly.
Flag was fly.
Casey sucks.